Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chandrika and this is Rika Life. I want to thank you for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. Today I have some finished objects to share with you, so let's get started. I got an order from my sister for a hat. So this was actually, whoops, I just dropped it. This was a hat that I made for my sale. So this was a beanie that I made with the pom-pom on top. This is a ribbed beanie. So I made it in a rectangle and then I joined it together and cinched the top. And then I've just manually folded up the bottom of it. So this was the first thing she wanted, was this beanie. And then I think that's for her. And then she wanted 2 scarves. So in my last video, I shared some new yarn that I bought. One of them was the line brand Cover Story Dreamland yarn, and that is what I've used. So I used it in 2 different colors. The first one is called Cabbage Patch, and that is this green color. It's a really beautiful green color, like a nice forest green. And I've made a scarf, so that's holding it double. Hopefully that is long enough. I did try it on and it fits me and it's cozy and it's warm. So it's so squished. Like I just did, okay, all single crochets. So all I did for this pattern was I chained 15. Then I worked single crochets in 14 stitches across. And then I just continued that. I did not work into the top of the stitches. I worked in between the stitches. So that chain one at the end counts as a first stitch, and then I worked in between the stitches. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. So you can kind of see the stitches, but like it's very dense and I'd have to like really poke my finger to get it through there. It's not holy at all. So I'm like very happy with this. I think I frogged it like 2 or 3 times when I was just starting out to see what stitch to use, and then I realized single crochet is perfect for this yarn. So that's in the color Cabbage Patch. Again, these are the stats of the yarn. So this is line brand Cover Story Dreamland. It is 148 yards, 135 meters, 10.6 ounces or 300 grams. It's 100% polyester, machine washable and dryable, which was a very big factor for me in buying this yarn. And it's made in China. So that was the color Cabbage Patch. And the second scarf I made was with the color Black Cherry. This is Black Cherry. So it has black with, what's happening? It has black with white and maroon and gray. And that is also the exact same scarf that I made. There you go. You can see that there. The colors are much nicer in person. There you go. You can see it now. It was too close from the camera, too far away from the camera. Okay. So those are the 2 scarves I made. So I am shipping that to Canada to my sister. The 2 scarves with the hat. Let's not forget the hat. And then I just wrote her a little card. So I'm going to include that with that. I do have a box, an Amazon box that I saved. And I'm going to see if it's cheaper to send it in the box or if it's cheaper to send it in like a mailer package, like a plastic package that the UPS store will have. So I'm not sure exactly yet if I'm going to send it in the box. The only thing about the box is that if it gets wet, then these things might get ruined. So I have some like paper stuff in here to put, but I don't have a plastic. I'm just wondering if I can like wrap everything in plastic first, or how will it be sent? Maybe I need to do that. Let me know what you think. I mean, by the time this video comes out, I will have already sent it, but for future, please let me know, how do you ship things like this, because I'd like it to be reaching there in the same condition that I have made it in. So this is sticking into the frame, sorry. So I'm very excited about these items. I was able to take a break from all the hat making and make these scarves, so it was a nice change. The red scarf was already made for my sale, So yeah, that's the first few things I wanted to share with you. And then you might be noticing something behind me. Okay, I'm going to share it with you. This is Juan the Yarn Addict's Fall Aspirations Crochet Along. That was a mouthful. Let me tell you something about me and crochet alongs. I love doing them, but I make it work for me. I customize it for me. And what I mean by that is I don't always do the entire crochet along. So for example, Juan's crochet along will have 5 or 6 parts. I stopped at part 2, and there's a few reasons for that. I'm going to first show you the project, and then I will explain to you why I've stopped. Okay, here it is. Dun, 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 dun. How beautiful is that? Okay, this is Line Brand Mandala yarn in Cupcake. Let me hold it like this. Okay, we started with white, then we had a very light blue. These are all blues. These are not grays. These are blues. And then there's a little bit of purple, then it went into pink, and then it went into white. I'm just going to hold it up close so you can see some of that stitch definition. So Line Brand Mandala, the regular yarn, I think it recommends an H 5mm hook, but I actually used an I 5.5mm hook. Okay, I am just so in love with this. I did not do any color controlling, okay? I swear. Honestly, I had some leftover of this purple color when the pink was going to start, so I took that out. And then I had a tiny bit of pink left when I wanted to do a white border, so I took a little bit of that out. The rest of it is exactly how it came off the cake, and I'm not joking. So it couldn't have come out better. I actually had 2 cakes of this, and this is one entire cake. And the second cake, I used some of this white from it. I didn't want to go on because I looked at part 3, and part 3, he starts squaring it off another way. So he makes like a diamond going this way. And so that would require a lot of yarn. And I just don't have that yarn because I only have one more cake. And I doubt that one cake is sufficient to do 4 sides that look alike. They would look completely different, and then I would run out of yarn. So I told myself, Chandrika, call it quits. You put in the time, you put in the effort, and your project is done. So I am done. And that is exactly why I'm recording the video right now, because I really wanted to share this, because I just finished it maybe half an hour ago. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I really love the colors. This is the color Unicorn. I did have the ball band. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I put it on the other cake and put it away. Okay, but I'm trying to see if I can measure it. My tape measures in the other room, but I have my ruler here. Let's just see how big my square is. So my square is, that's 38. 38 plus 23. Oh my, let's see the inches. Why am I looking at centimeters? This is 15 plus 24 inches across. So it's a really good size. I mean, it's manageable right now. I can hold it any bigger than this. And I mean, the good thing is that Line Brand Mandala yarn is very light. So this is not a heavy project by any means. I've made projects like this with worsted weight, and they come out really big. So I just love it. Okay, this is not what I would call a mandala, because usually I think mandalas are circular. But this is the kind of crochet along that I just love doing. And guess what, guys? I'm going to do the other ones that I wanted to do. So I had 2 others that I shared with you a couple months ago. One was by Helen Shrimpton called Winnie's Wonder, and one was by Kayla Wagner called Theia, Theia Afghan. Theia Afghan. So those are 2 that I really want to do. So I am going shopping in my stash. I am thinking about the mandala gradients that are in this bin. I'm also looking at the line brand mandala that's in that bin. I have Troll. Now, the thing is, the Troll colorway is very bright and very deep and saturated colors. This is a very light color. So I feel like this shows off the stitches. So just thinking out loud, the Troll color might not work for something like this or even something that's more of a mandala, just because it's going to hide the stitch definition. So I think the mandala gradients might work better, but I do know the mandala gradients are a worsted weight and would be thicker than this, but that is okay. I could use a J or a K hook even and work on that. It's just going to turn out bigger than this. So yes, this is a short video, but I just wanted to share this with you over the weekend before we get to next week. And I'm just like so excited about all my yarn and crochet. I plan on doing, I took out some yarn for hats, so I'm going to be working on my hats with the bulky 5-weight yarns. And I'm going to be working on, I'm starting a new baby blanket, no, sorry, not baby blanket. I'm starting a new shawls. I'm going to make shawls again. So I'm starting a shawl in Lion Brand Ice Cream yarn. I think the colorway is Raspberry Ripple, if I'm not mistaken. It has purples and pinks and white and maybe blue. So I have 2 balls of that. So I'll probably be able to make 2 shawls. And so I'll be working on hats, I'll be working on shawls, and I also want to finish my baby blanket. So I think I did share that with you, my card project. It's now my card project. But I'm going to finish that. That's my V cluster stitch with the mandala ombre, which is this colorway, Tranquil. So I'm going to work on that as well. I would like to finish that off. That's more than halfway done. So hats, shawls, and the baby blanket. Those are my things I'm going to be working on, and then I'm going to see you again bright and early on Monday morning and share with you more yarny goodness. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.